Any for your thoughts?
I hate Brenda, and a bad guy hit me in the shin, and I peed all in my pants.
A little music can't help. Rockin', and rollin'. Down to the beach I'm strolling. But the seagulls poking my head. Not fun. I said, seagulls, stop it now. Everyone told me not to stroll on that beach. Said seagulls gonna come, put me in a coconut, and they did. And they did. And they're going like, nothing I could do but yeah. When these birds attacked me, when I tried to run, I fell, and then these kids started laughing. And then got hit in the neck with a hacky sack. Where did it come from?
Oh.
Run, jump. I can be a backpack by you. Run, jump, and stop. Put me down.
What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the world premiere of season number 2 of Sinful Black Entertainment's Ovatyme Sports. Yeah, it's been a minute, but you know what? Fuck you. Who cares?
Exactly. That is your esteemed host over there, the man Big Sin. I am your other esteemed host, the man Hollywood J. Black. And I said that this was going to be a little bit different. I surprised my boy Big Sin with the song that we used to start these shows with, because you know we had to do it a throwback just one time. So there's only one thing that I got to say today, and that is happy birthday, Big Sin. Congratulations, you big motherfucker. Ah, yes.
Thank you. So that's the only thing you got to say? Okay, later.
No. We got a lot to talk about, damn it. Come back.
Big Sin, a.k.a. Redbeard.
Hold on. I'm trying to get the damn link to the show so I can share it with other people.
Why are you clapping in that video?
Hold on. I got to tag you. Tag, fucker. What? Tag people.
Taggity,
Taggity tag.
Taggity, tag. Pack in the back of the packety yak, pack in the back of the packety yak, pack in the back of the packety yak, pack in the back of the back of the back.
All right, hold on. Ovatyme Sports Show. It sucks that Facebook only allows you to do this after you put up the damn show. Okay. All right, hold on. Now I gotta get a link. Give me the fucking link. Give me the fucking link. Why won't it give me the link? All right, there we go. We've made this bitch public. There we go.
Okily, dokily, slokily, pokily, jokily, mokily, dokily, sokily, okily.
All right, there we go. So how's everything, sir? Everything good?
I've been living in RPG world for the last 3 weeks, so.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that you've probably read up on a little bit and seen a little bit about it. But guess what? The NFL, it's coming back.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. I am so shocked. I didn't think it would ever come back, man.
I didn't think it would ever come back. I thought we were just going to hear endless news about Jimmy Garoppolo being the greatest quarterback of all time, and him hasn't even played in this second season yet. I've heard that Tom Brady has already won his other championship. It's going to be the Niners and the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I've also heard that Carson Wentz is going to go for 5,000 yards, and he's not even cleared to play yet.
Yeah, I thought the season already happened, man.
I mean, I'm saying I thought we've already
I was like, fuck, did I sleep through this whole shit? What the hell?
I'm telling you.
Tom Brady got his 6th ring and retired. Fucking.
Morning, Teresa. Morning.
Teresa. But
Yeah, as much trash as they've been talking, I thought the season already gone, and we're now in the 2019 off season.
Right? Here's something I love sports media, but I hate sports media at the same time. And you want to know what one of the funniest yet jarring stories I read this off season?
What?
And it was just a couple of days ago. People are mad because Rob Gronkowski showed up to camp.
Well, they thought that he wasn't?
They're like, oh, he should have held out. Then you want to ask him for holding out.
Why? He's already making a boatload of money. Yes, let's hold out. That's the right thing to do.
Yeah, because my name is Julio Jones, who signed a 5-year deal, and 2 years in wants a new contract.
Damn. Well, the Patriots are still a lock to winning in the AFC. I mean, that's that. I don't still, even with all the changes that have happened, the Raiders got better. The Chiefs have Mahomes.
The Raiders didn't get better.
The Raiders did get better. They got uninjured.
Same shit they are.
They got uninjured. I guess that's all we can really ask for, right?
Are they really? Because remember, Derek Carr had 2 broken bones in his back. That don't really heal in 6 months.
Very true, sir. Very true.
And the offensive line is still shit.
Well, they drafted. We'll see how those draft picks go. But at the end of the day, it's still looking like the Patriots in the AFC. But it's okay. Football is back. Let's not talk about anything but the Patriots yet, because I do want to get on. I do have a subject to get on that. But this Thursday, Bears versus Ravens. The Hall of Fame game.
Yeah, the Hall of Fame game where T.O. is not showing up to his Hall of Fame induction. Yes.
Yes, which would have been if he would have showed up, it would have been a perfect ratings grab. But he's not showing up, which means who's watching the ceremony?
Who's watching the game? The fucking Ravens are geriatric and the Bears are boring.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. The Bears are too young. The Ravens are too old. It could be an interesting game. Age versus experience. Youth versus experience game.
The only reason I'm going to watch is see to Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
And that's
true. That's true. What else? Let me look at a breakdown of what we got going on now. So we don't have a game until next week after this. So this is going to be the only football excitement that you get until next Thursday. And we'll go into deep details next week. But we got such wonderful games on deck, such as the Bears and Ravens, Panthers, Bills, Bears, Bengals, Steelers and Eagles, Browns and Giants, Saints and Jags, the Rams and Ravens, Redskins, Patriots, Titans and Packers, Texans and Chiefs, Cowboys and Niners, Colts, Seahawks, Falcons and Jets, Lions and Raiders, and the Chargers and the Cardinals. There's only one game I'm on deck that I really want to see outside of the Niners game, of course. And that's the Browns-Giants game, because I want to see what Saquon Barkley is going to look like come season. I want to see I haven't seen, as huge as this man is, I haven't seen him play. So I want to see what all the hype is about, and why Odell Beckham Jr. is jacking off in the middle of the night, saying he slept in the same bed twice already with him. I really want to know what's going on.
I'm not saying Odell Beckham Jr. is gay or there's anything wrong with it, but he has some serious homosexual tendencies. Serious.
Your boy is a little kumsa, as The Rock would say. Somebody said that Odell Beckham is the gayest straight man ever, and I'm like, no, that's Cam Newton. Odell Beckham is the straightest gay man ever. Did you see the outfit?
I don't know what's going on with Odell.
Did you see? Did you see the outfit Cam Newton had on?
Yes, I did.
With the pink flip flops and the fucking. Oh my god! Because I don't even know. I can't even. There's some things I can't even, and that's one of them.
So I don't really pay attention to preseason due to the fact that 90% of the time, the teams that go 4-0 end up having losing seasons. I.e., the Browns last year went 4-0 in the preseason, went 0-16. I.e., the Detroit Lions about 10 years ago went 4-0 in the preseason, went 0-16.
Yep. So, rookies that I want to look out for, I think I've already told you. Saquon Barkley is number one on my list. I want to see how Baker Mayfield does in Cleveland. Also interesting, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the reason why I say Minkah Fitzpatrick is because he's going to have to grow up real fast in the AFC East when you have Tom Brady as your you have to play Tom Brady twice a year. You're going to have to grow up real fucking fast. Josh Rosen, another quarterback for the Cardinals, who's basically the future. Sam Darnold, again, who has to grow up real fast, having to play against the Bill Belichick defense. And oddly enough, Mike McGinley, because he has to back up. He has to have Jimmy Garoppolo's back in San Francisco. So, any rookies outside of the ones I mentioned that you're interested in?
For my Patriots, Sony Michel. I want to see if he can be that starting running back. I'm interested in Baker Mayfield. I'm hoping that he's not another Johnny Manziel.
Me too.
Having Tyrod Taylor there will help him. Because Tyrod Taylor's been through it all in the NFL.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he has.
He benched for a guy who threw 5 interceptions on his first 5 passes.
That's true.
The quarterbacks I'm interested in, like I said, Lamar Jackson. I want to see if his talents come over to the NFL and how that's going to affect Joe Flacco, who we know, who when he has had a decent backup ends up getting hurt. And
well, that's the reason why Tyrod Taylor had a job for 4 years. So, because Tyrod Taylor showed out when Joe Flacco was hurt, got a job in Buffalo, and the rest was history.
Yeah, but the rookie class, I never look for anything too much from the rookies. Like I said, I'm interested in because the running back position for the Patriots is never really a true starter in that backfield.
True. I think though this year, amongst all other years, that we're coming back to having feature backs again, because people are trying to get paid like feature backs.
Well, Todd Gurley got that huge contract, damn near the whole thing guaranteed.
Yeah.
And that that did? That said, Le'Veon Bell set his foot in fucking kick nuts mode over in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, though. So, I mean, you got to look at, I guess both sides are right and both sides are wrong. And I'll tell you why. Both sides are right because Pittsburgh is trying to see if Le'Veon Bell, 1, can last the whole season, and 2, can he take over a game like Todd Gurley can.
Le'Veon Bell has proven on more than one occasion that he can take over a game when he sees fit.
Yeah, but he's also injury prone too. That's the other side of it. Or he's more cautious with his injuries, like Kawhi Leonard without the bitch assness. Anyways, however, Le'Veon Bell's right. As a running back, if he's been a staple for this team for years, they should pay the man. They should pay this man $50-some million for 4 years.
Well, unfortunately for the Steelers, Martavis Bryant is the cover boy for Madden this year.
Yeah.
Since Tom Brady's bitch slap the Madden curse, it's going to come back with a vengeance. It's going to tear both of Antonio Brown's Achilles on the first play of the season.
Damn. Woo. So bad. Anyway.
How about your boy, How about your boy Richard Sherman getting burned by a rookie wide receiver in practice yesterday?
Hey, in his defense, Marquise Goodwin is an Olympic track athlete. Okay, let's just start there. I mean, you see what Marquise Goodwin did to get the great cornerbacks last year. Like, he burned the shit out the mugs. And I'm hoping that eventually, hoping that Richard Sherman will get
his hands actually cooperate.
Yeah. Yes. He's like, what's that? What was it? What, Tidwell? Remember from what's that damn show? With Jerry Maguire?
Yeah.
He had all the speed and talent, just didn't have the hands. You see, I got these hands. Oh shit! That's exactly what it is. Marquise Goodwin's hands got to catch up with his legs. I think we'll be fine. So, what else? There's also something else I wanted to talk about too. Jameis Winston, bruh. What the fuck is up with this dude?
He likes to touch Uber drivers.
Do you like to touch Uber drivers?
I don't use Uber, so I can't say that I do.
I don't like to touch Uber drivers either. It's not one of the things I set out in the day when I say, you know what? I'm gonna call Uber, even though I have a car, to touch an Uber driver.
I'm gonna call Uber and grab him by the pussy.
And what's worse, right? This was from 2015, some shit like that.
The same year he stole the crab legs.
Did this happen all at one time? Did he touch the Uber driver and then he drove to the store and then he stole the crab legs?
He stole the crab legs and he was so fucking exhilarated that he got away, that he touched the Uber driver on the way home.
Niggas on a crime wave. Oh, wave.
Yo, grab your 40s and hide your rollies. It's Christ, Jameis Winston.
Oh my God. Jameis. I'm sorry. And then we have what is it? Was it Jerry Jones saying that people will be fined and kicked off the team if they kneel during the national anthem?
All right, here's the funny shit about that.
Yeah.
The NFL wants the national anthem talks to go away quietly in the night. But no, their biggest owner, their biggest big mouth, Mr. Jerry Jones and his kids are fucking retards. They're like, we own the NFL. No, motherfuckers, you guys are owners of a team in the NFL.
Exactly.
Shut the fucking up and let the motherfuckers do their thing.
Exactly. I don't think, and see, this is my thing, right? It shouldn't be an owner's place whether somebody kneels or not. I mean, if they choose to kneel, they choose to kneel. All right? NFL policy should reflect what's done. Because that's what they paid Roger Goodell to do. They paid this motherfucker $150 million over the next 10 years or 5 years and whatever the fuck how many years to talk about policy, right? So that's what should be done. That there's really shouldn't be no negotiation. The owners and shit shouldn't be doing anything outside of what the NFL policy entails.
So that leads me to this question for you. What do you think of the Miami Dolphins' new policy about kneeling?
Well, that's what did they change it from when the NFL stepped in and was like, "Nah, we ain't gonna punish nobody."
Yeah. You see that?
No, I saw that they said something, and then the NFL stepped in and was like, "Nah, we gotta hold off on this shit." So did they change it after that?
Oh no, they did not.
Okay, so here's the reason why they changed it. So they had a policy. The Dolphins what really kicked this shit off really in the high gear with their policy that you were going to mention. Let them know about the policy real quick.
It's basically anyone caught kneeling and not standing for the anthem will be suspended for 4 games and fined, what was it, $50K?
Yep.
Basically,
yep, that is correct.
So with that being said, you're giving a guy who's trying to protest, whether it be for the reason that this whole thing started or not, which it has really dematerialized into nothing what it was originally about. You plan on suspending this person for the same amount of time as somebody doing steroids in the NFL.
Yeah. So it's insane. What the fuck is going on? But see, that's when the NFL had to step in. Because you know why the NFL stepped in. It had nothing. I mean, if the policy was the policy, and if teams wanted to enforce the policy, that would have been one thing. But you see that that's the best way to say this. So remember, this Colin Kaepernick lawsuit that's going on?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there's more evidence. So between what happened in Arizona and the Kavanaugh judge that got elected to the Supreme Court, or got nominated to the Supreme Court, excuse me, and so let me lead up into that. So Colin Kaepernick has a lawsuit. Everybody knows about the lawsuit. Blah 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 blah. Ain't got to go into details about it. Everybody was trying to say that the NFL and the government are two separate entities and shit like that. Well, the owner of the Arizona Cardinals endorsed the nomination of the Supreme Court by Donald Trump to Judge Kavanaugh, which wouldn't be a big deal, except the whole judges are elected officials until they're judges are elected officials. They're not hired; they're elected. So essentially, they're government. That speaks about the whole collusion thing that Donald Trump, his government, and shit like that is colluding with the NFL and helping with the owners to do what they need to do, or at least by appearance, it does. I'm not saying whether it's true or not. I'm just saying the appearance of collusion is enough to have the NFL like fuck, because now the NFL Players Association, when that happened, and then the Dolphins thing happened, filed their grievance with the NFL saying about the whole kneeling shit, and now they're fully siding with Colin Kaepernick.
Well, you know what this reminds me of?
What?
There is no proof, but the more than likely.
Oh, well, shit. If a judge can rule on it, a Roger Goodell said more than likely. So,
what does that remind you of?
Yeah, it reminds me of the time of the Deflategate. You know what this shit reminds me of? Wouldn't that
more
be
than likely?
I'm telling you, the crazy part about it is Colin Kaepernick is going to end up, probably after this whole scenario done, being $100 million man, if not more. It's going to basically change how shit works. But Colin Kaepernick's never going to be in the NFL again, which sucks. But that's the way it is. I mean, that's.
So while we're speaking on your boys and quarterbacks, what are your thoughts on the thing that came out about Bill Belichick turning down more from the Cleveland Browns to take less from the 49ers in order to put Jimmy Garoppolo in a better situation?
Oh, yeah. You already know. I mean, we've already talked about this. The Niners and the Patriots have had a relationship going way, way back, even before me and you were even actually football fans in general. But the situation was good. I mean, you have a good coach. He respects the hell out of Kyle Shanahan. They had a long talk before this trade even happened. You know what I mean? The whole thing is that they talked for like about a week about it, and consistent discussions over and over again. The Browns offered everything on the table, and it still didn't get done. And it makes me wonder, is it more so because he respects the Niners, or is it more so that he hates the Browns?
And do you find it strange for Belichick to have a connection with a guy who how to say this? Because I'm a fan of Jimmy Garoppolo. You know this.
Yep, I know.
But Bill Belichick has never really shown that care to anybody else on the team, ever.
Oh, I know. And that's the key. That's what you got to look at. I mean, he loved Jimmy Garoppolo. The staff loved Jimmy Garoppolo. They knew that he was going to be the future. The big question was whether the future was going to be now or was it going to be later. Tom Brady's still performing at an elite level. He's 41 now?
Yeah, he'll be 41 by the end of the season.
All right, so Tom Brady's still performing at an elite level, and it's not like the Patriots can't draft another quarterback, right? It's not like they don't have any other draft picks, and it's not like they don't have assets to move up in a future draft to draft other draft picks. I mean, hell, they could have, if they really wanted to, they could have done a sign and trade for what's his name, Danny Amendola, when he went to the Dolphins, and they chose not to. They have assets. They have ways of getting things done. The big question at the point at what came up to is that if Tom Brady's going to play another 3 years, Jimmy Garoppolo's worth max money. Are we going to sign Jimmy Garoppolo as a bench player to max money, and we haven't even paid Tom Brady yet? And there's other players on the Patriots that are worth a what is it called? The what's that contract? What's the franchise tender? Is that what it's called?
The franchise tag.
Yeah, there's other players on there worth a franchise tag that the Patriots don't want to lose. So, I mean, it's a decision. It was a tough decision, but I think he knew that if you were going to trade him, he was going to trade him to the best possible place. And that's the best thing when you're not only the coach, you're the GM. So Bill Belichick did the right thing. I think for not only the situation that happened, but also for Jimmy Garoppolo.
And now, briefly, Jimmy G, stop dating porn stars. They're not good for you.
Why not?
DRAMA.
I mean, yes, but you know, if he wants to get his sticky dicky in the icky, let him get his sticky dicky in the icky. He's a grown boy; he can do it.
All right. Let's move on to our next subject. Let's talk about a little bit of NBA.
Yes, a little bit of NBA free agency. Let me get this popping.
So, DeMar DeRozan's acting like a butthurt ex-girlfriend. Kawhi Leonard's just not talking.
Yeah.
Greg Popovich is trying to get ready for Team USA.
Yep.
LeBron James' 13-year-old threw an alley-oop to himself and slam dunked it yesterday.
Yep.
And for some reason, LeVar Ball is still running his mouth.
Yeah. You know that man never shut up. No, hashtag never lost.
Hashtag Trump didn't save my kid, even though he did.
I'm saying, well, depends on which way that you look at it. I think he did. I think he did to a point, you know, but I think the Chinese government still should have cut off their hands because they obviously can't shoot with their hands anyway.
They should have just cut out their tongues so that daddy couldn't talk no more. But anyway, so Kawhi Leonard got traded to the Toronto Raptors for DeMar DeRozan. Kawhi Leonard refused to go to LA because of LeBron James, which I think is just Kawhi Leonard. To me, this shows that he is a compulsive egomaniac, which he doesn't show in front of people.
True, which it makes sense because you know he's always not. He's been a very quiet individual. Now all of his bullshit is being exposed, and you know if you heard because of this, he lost his contract with Jordan.
Yeah, I know that was funny too. I'm like, hold on, because he went to Toronto and said what he said that he wanted to be the guy and not play with a guy like LeBron. Michael Jordan was like, you know what, dude? The fuck do we need you for then?
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing. It's like, I mean, between him acting like the way he does, the whole shit in Toronto, I don't want to play in Toronto. I don't want to be in Toronto. What, he wants to be the man for the Clippers? Is that what his end game is?
No, he wanted to be the man for the Lakers.
Well, guess what? LeBron James is there. It's not going to happen. Sorry. So, which means...
I now call the Lakers the LeBron James and his cast of Merry Misfits.
Yeah. But see now he's but now Kawhi Leonard's on board apparently, Which I think that means only one thing. They have plans for Kawhi Leonard as far as a trade partner for the Clippers. I think this discussion has already been either that or the Lakers. They already have. I think they're telling Kawhi's got to basically prove himself to see that he's worthy of a contract that he's asking for after all the drama that he started. Because who's going to want? All right, so let's say because he's not going to fit in LA because all right, so Kawhi's going to be a free agent next year. Let's say they don't trade him. Kawhi's going to be a free agent next year. Brandon Ingram's going to probably prove himself this year around LeBron. So what if Brandon Ingram proves himself as the number 2 between Ingram and Kuzma? They prove themselves as more than capable of leading the Lakers to at least the conference finals without Kawhi. Do they really need to pay that much money for Kawhi? Why don't you just save that money for Kuzma and Ingram? You'll have their bird rights.
Or even Lonzo.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like I'm looking at it as a realist, you know, because Ingram balled out last year, Kuzma balled out last year as rookie. Lonzo was the orchestrator, and you have LeBron now. If all those pieces work together the way that they're supposed to, you have a very decent Lakers squad that'll make the playoffs. I don't think that Kawhi Leonard changes anything on that because if you get Kawhi, you got to get rid of somebody, right? And then you got to move LeBron to power forward or some dumb shit. I don't see Kawhi fitting. Now Kawhi wants to be the man. There's only one place that he's going to be the man, and that's in LA with the Clippers, and they got to build a team around him. Of course, the problem with that is
there's nobody left on that Clippers team.
No one, no Paul. No DeAndre Jordan. No,
you have a problem. You know you have a problem when your best player on your team is Martin Gortat.
Oh man, hey Lou Williams. Don't forget about Baby Lou. Baby Lou. No Baby Lou.
And also, what's his name? Cavell re-signed with Houston.
Yep. Why
they signed Carmelo Anthony, I have no fucking idea.
I don't know either. I don't have answers.
Now you have Captain Travel James Harden, Captain No Pass Carmelo Anthony, and Captain Injury Prone CP3.
See, if we knew all this was going to happen, then what if LeBron would have signed with Houston? I mean, all 3 of his 4 friends are now in Houston. Here's the bigger question. What's Dwayne Wade going to do? Is he going to retire?
Dwayne Wade's going to play 20 games as a Laker and go back to Miami.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, Dwayne Wade is still an unrestricted free agent. Does he call it a career now? I mean, he's a 3-time NBA champion.
I mean, he didn't like Tyronn Lue.
Yeah. I'm just saying, though. I don't know.
No, okay. Here's the biggest clusterfuck so far this offseason, though.
Yeah.
Cleveland Cavaliers signed all these people to make fucking so that they can set up for next year, right?
Yep.
Have all this money for next year. Why in the blue fuck are you giving Kevin Love $180 million over 4 years?
Because they want to make sure they have something versus nothing. Because then you can be like, hey, I'm Kevin Love. You come to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Why?
I mean, at that point, let's just bring the Timberwolves over. Trade for
I was gonna say that pitch would have worked in Minnesota.
Yes, it would have. Here we go. All they gotta do, they gotta trade. They gotta trade for because probably Kevin Love was gonna go to fucking LA next year too. Everybody, let's go to LA, everybody. Everybody to LA. Everybody happy. Hi. Swear to God. Who else is going to go to LA? Is Nikola Pekovic going to come out of retirement and go to LA, Phil? Huh? Is Derrick Rose going to go to LA? Is he going to be on the Clippers next year, sir? Huh?
No, he's on the Timberwolves. He re-signed with the Timberwolves.
Oh yeah, because they're probably the only one that guaranteed them more than 10 minutes in a game.
And Jimmy Buckets is still there.
Yeah, it's true. True. That's another thing I got to talk about. Thank you for bringing in that segue. We have a Jimmy Butler situation.
Jimmy Butler's going to be in LA next year.
Everybody's going to be in LA. Top two teams. There's not going to be enough money on the Lakers, so they're just going to build a team on the Clippers. They're going to build.
So I'm going to tell you now. At the end of this segment, I'm going to piss a lot of people off.
Oh Lord! I actually want the end of the segment to come now. Piss them off, Phil. Go ahead.
Are you ready for some real talk brought to you by Deadpool?
Sure, go ahead.
Real talk. Everybody talks about LeBron hasn't won a fucking NBA championship without a superstar, right?
True.
But let's face it, Dwayne Wade never won a championship without a superstar. He had Shaq and LeBron.
True.
Kobe Bryant had Shaq and Paul Gasol.
True.
Here's where I piss people off, okay? You ready for this one?
Sure.
Michael Jordan never made it through the playoffs without Scottie Pippen.
Who's a superstar? Yeah.
Scottie Pippen took the Bulls to the playoffs without Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan never reached beyond the first round without Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen should be considered in that generation the GOAT.
Damn.
Yeah, I said it. Fight me.
Damn. That's gonna. Woo. Oh boy. He said, "Wanna be starting something? Wanna be starting something?"
You like to go out there and stir the pot with political shit. I'm gonna go out there and say Scottie Pippen was the greatest player in Chicago Bulls history.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh.
Hell, he even took the fucking Rockets to the goddamn Western Conference Finals when he was old and gray.
True. True. Hey, here's something. Here's a.
Yeah, I left you stuttering now. You're like, holy shit.
All right, so here we go. Here's the big question. In the last 20 years, that means 98 and up, has a team ever won outside of the Detroit Pistons, ever won a championship without two superstars?
Well, you can't say other than the Detroit Pistons because Ben Wallace was an all-star, Richard Hamilton was an all-star, Chauncey Billups was an all-star, Tayshaun Prince, defensive player of the runner-up to defensive player of the year, Rasheed Wallace was one of the best power forwards in NBA history. So you really can't say they didn't have no superstars.
All right, hold on.
The question is no.
Oh, Lord. All right, so let's pull it up. I'm going to pull it up. Let me see. Warriors.
You can actually go back to 96 because let's talk about Jordan, Pippen, Rodman. They were the first super team. That's real.
Yeah. Well, even at that, let's say without at least two superstars, there hasn't because it's been the Spurs have had Duncan, Parker, Ginobili,
and Duncan Parker and Duncan Robinson.
Yep. Well, you had the Mavericks, but the Mavericks had Dirk, who was in his prime,
and you also had Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd. Oh yeah, you also had Jason Terry, and yeah. So let's keep going. Lakers, Spurs. Yep. I don't see the last team that won a championship without two superstars was the Rockets. Because
the first one only.
Yep. That's the last time. Because Lakers, Celtics, Lakers, yeah.
You know what Hakeem Olajuwon's supporting cast was? Robert Horry and Sam Cassell.
Yeah. And yes, you have Big Shot Rob, but that's not a superstar. That's
so I have a valid argument. And also that also adds validation to the statement. LeBron James does not deserve all the hate he gets for doing what he does.
True. Just saying. It involves a collection of superstars. It takes a collection.
I only speak facts. That's all.
True. It takes a collection of stars to win a championship. And Toronto's the one that came the closest. And then
their only problem is LeBron James is in the East.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. They had a collection of stars. I mean, they have Valanciunas, they had DeRozan and Lowry. They ran the show, but they have Valanciunas. They had Serge Ibaka. They were the closest to a team that can win a championship, and they still got their asses kicked by Cleveland.
Ooh. How do you think Dwayne Casey feels now? Fuck. LeBron's out of the East, and I got fired after being coach of the year. Huh.
I mean,
and the guy who blew the playoffs for me, Mr. DeMar DeRozan, is no longer in Toronto. Canadians are racist. Canadians are racist against black coaches.
Oh, Lord. We don't like the black coach, eh?
The black coach, eh? He doesn't like maple syrup, eh? He can't coach here, eh?
Oh, my God. Super Troopers 2 was so fucking funny. Oh, my God.
But we got to start wrapping this up. I got to finish getting ready.
All right. So real quick, I think we got one more subject. Major League Baseball. We're past the middle season. I think the trade deadline.
And the Philadelphia Phillies are in first place in their division. That makes me a happy, happy boy.
That's right, sir. As we always said, sometimes things can change. Remember how you told me that the Mets are going to be the worst team in the Major League Baseball by the time we talk about this again in June.
Oh, you talk about when you're like, oh man, the Mets are 10-1. They're on
Yeah.
Dude, they're 11 games into the season. I guarantee you, when this actually becomes relevant, they'll be the worst team in baseball.
And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. It wasn't a prediction, ladies and gentlemen. It was a spoiler. All right. So Wednesday, we're going to talk more about Major League Baseball. I'm going to have my articles and my trades up. And I think the trade deadline ends today.
There ain't going to be many more trades because all the big people are gone already.
Yeah. But we'll get a breakdown of all the trades. We'll talk about more Major League Baseball, and we'll get a preview of the game. We'll have more news on the preseason game. Team basketball.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Mr. Black. Thursday or Friday, I'm unavailable.
That's fine, as long as I get you Wednesday.
I'll be here tomorrow and Wednesday.
All right. Well, as long as you see me Wednesday, we're good. So, anything else you'd like to say before we end this show, sir?
I would like to thank Mr. Black and his family for the birthday wishes today. I may not look it, but I am almost 40.
God damn. So am I now. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
And this man has more gray in his beard than I do.
Yes. Life will do that to you, sir.
But he also gets that from his pops because his pops was gray.
Yes, that's true.
But welcome back. Thank you for joining us here on Sinful Black Entertainment. There's a bunch of games coming out soon. A lot of gameplays will be happening. A lot of gameplays have been happening. I am openly challenging Mr. Black on August 10th to our annual Madden game.
August 10th. We're going to talk about that. The game's still happening. I think something's happening on August 10th. Oh, yes. Denali starts school at night, though. It's got to be at night because I work, I think, that Friday. We'll work it out. All right, the first weekend after Madden comes out, I am challenging Mr. Black to our annual Madden game. Okay. That's fair enough. We can do that. We'll work once I get my schedule, which will be the time I get to work today. We will work that out.
And should we announce what we were talking about? Is Big coming to Sinful Black Entertainment after August in mid-September?
No, we got a whole show devoted to that. The wrestling show is gonna devote the wrestling show to what we got to talk about. So wrestling shows we're gonna talk about on Wednesday. We got to do the wrestling show on Wednesday. So instead of Overtime Sports, we'll talk Overtime Sports. But if you're home at night on Wednesday, if you're up, we'll talk. We're gonna run the show.
I won't be because I'm going in at 2 a.m. on Thursday.
Oh Jesus, freaking Christ! All right, so then
I'm working from 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then I'm going back at 7 p.m. to 3 a.m.
All right, so we'll talk about it Wednesday morning. Then we'll do Overtime Sports tomorrow again. I'll have the subjects and all the trades, and then Wednesday we will do the wrestling show in the morning.
All right,
for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for watching Sinful Black Entertainment. That is the boy Big Sin over there. Happy birthday, my man, once again. Much love being on this earth for 38 years now. Jesus fucking Christ. And you haven't killed everybody yet. That's you're slacking. Anyways, that's the man Big Sin. I'm your boy Hollywood J Black live in the building. And we are out this bitch.
Cero miedo. Deuces.